Welcome to Tobi Reboot. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell, and hit like to get all my latest content.
So let me ask you something. Do you cry easily? During a sad movie, a tough conversation, or maybe even just when you're completely exhausted? For years, you've probably been told it's a sign of weakness. But what if I told you that science actually proves it's a hidden strength? Well, today, we're going to unlock the psychology behind your tears and show you what they really say about your advanced brain and your powerful personality. Just let that sink in for a second. A rare superpower. See, crying easily doesn't mean you're broken. Not at all. It means your emotional system is working at a higher capacity. And listen, this isn't just some nice feel-good idea, it's a psychological reality. It points to a really deep inner ability that, honestly, a lot of people just don't have. So if you've ever felt embarrassed by your tears, get ready to see them in a whole new, powerful light. I'm willing to bet a lot of you watching right now have heard that exact phrase. You're just too sensitive. If you feel comfortable, go ahead and share your story down in the comments. I promise you, you are not alone in this. And hey, if this is already hitting home for you, hitting that subscribe button for the Tobi Robot channel and liking this explainer, well, it helps us get this message to someone else who might really, really need to hear it today. All right, let's dive in. Here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to completely dismantle the myth of the weak heart. Then, we'll get into the cool science behind your emotionally advanced brain and your superpower of empathy. After that, we'll uncover how crying is your body's natural reset button. And finally, we'll reveal the incredible, real-world strengths that come with being sensitive. For generations, we've been handed down this sort of unwritten rule book about tears. We get it from our families, from our culture, from society. And these ideas, they usually paint crying as some kind of flaw, a total loss of control. It's time to challenge those old beliefs with what's actually true. Just look at this contrast here. On one side, you've got the myths we've all heard a million times. Be strong. Men don't cry. You're losing control. But the truth? It's the complete opposite. When you cry, you're not being weak. You're being emotionally attuned. It's not a failure of masculinity. It's a deeply human, almost divine gift. And this is the big one. You're not losing control. You are actively regaining it. And get this is a profound biological fact. I mean, really think about it. Of all the millions of creatures on this planet, we are the only ones who cry emotional tears. It's a unique trait that literally separates us. So when your body uses this tool, it isn't malfunctioning. It's working exactly as designed. It is a feature, not a bug. So, if crying isn't a weakness, then what is it? Well, to really get it, we need to look at the science. And we're going to start with your amazing advanced brain. This is the first of 3 big psychological reasons you might cry more easily than other people. People who cry easily are not overreacting. What's happening is something psychologists call deeper emotional processing. Think of it like this. Your brain is like a high-fidelity emotional sensor. It just notices the subtle cues way faster, and it feels them with more intensity than the average person. This isn't a flaw, it's a seriously advanced form of awareness. And we can get even more specific. It comes down to these key parts of your brain, like the amygdala, that's your internal emotion detector, and the anterior cingulate cortex, which kind of helps manage your responses. In sensitive people, these areas are simply more responsive. Imagine your amygdala is like a super sensitive smoke detector for feelings. For some people, it takes a whole fire to set it off, but for you, it might just be the first little wisp of smoke, giving you a huge head start on understanding what's going on emotionally. You're picking up on data that other people completely miss. Now, this heightened emotional processing, it leads directly into our second point, and this one is huge. It's the superpower of empathy. This is what takes you from just feeling for someone to actually being able to feel with them. And here's the key. Your brain doesn't just sit on the sidelines and watch, it jumps right into the game. It literally mirrors the feelings of the people around you, thanks to things called mirror neurons. That's why a sad movie can make your own eyes well up, or why hearing about a friend's pain can feel like a physical weight on your chest. Your brain is literally running a simulation of their emotional state inside of you. This breaks it down perfectly. So imagine you're in a meeting, right? And a coworker shares a personal struggle they're going through. Step 1, you observe their pain. Step 2, your brain's mirror neurons fire up. Step 3, you actually feel that weight in your own chest. And the result? That's step 4. You've just built an empathy bridge. It's a genuine human connection that goes so much deeper than words. That ability to feel so deeply is the foundation of trust, of leadership, of true influence. Okay, so we have a highly aware brain and this deep well of empathy. The third piece of this puzzle is all about your body. Crying isn't just an emotional thing, it's your body's built-in and highly effective reset button. Our bodies have this amazing self-regulation tool called the parasympathetic nervous system. Basically, its whole job is to calm things down after you've been stressed out. It's the rest and digest system. For people who are emotionally sensitive, this system can be more active, which makes crying a really natural and efficient way to release all those built-up stress hormones and get back to a state of internal balance. So the crucial point here is that crying is incredibly productive for your body. I mean, a good cry literally calms your nervous system down, it reduces stress hormones like cortisol, and it restores your internal stability. It's not a breakdown. It's a powerful, healthy, and totally natural function that helps you get your emotional balance back. I really want you to let this one sink in because it reframes everything. The next time you feel tears coming on, remember this. You are not falling apart. You are actively putting yourself back together. It is a profound act of self-regulation and strength. And hey, it's also important to remember that sometimes tears are just physical. They're not always tied to some deep, complex emotion. Being completely exhausted or dehydrated or dealing with hormonal shifts, all of those things can trigger tears. And that doesn't make you weak. It just makes you human. All right, so we've debunked the myths, we've looked at the science of the brain and the body. Now let's bring it all together and talk about the best part, how these traits translate into actual real-world superpowers. Because you feel so deeply, you live with so much more authenticity. And because you actually process your emotions instead of just bottling them up, you build this incredible long-term resilience. Your empathy allows you to form deeper, more meaningful connections with people. These are the qualities that make sensitive people amazing leaders, healers, artists, and friends. It all comes down to a high degree of emotional intelligence. So here's the bottom line. Society may have slapped a label on you, weakness, too sensitive, whatever, but psychology confirms that what you have is emotional sophistication. And emotional intelligence is consistently ranked as one of the most powerful predictors of success and fulfillment in life. So if this is you, you're already way ahead of the game. Please do me a favor, never apologize for your tears again. From now on, think of them this way. They are physical proof that your heart is still open, that your empathy is alive, and that your humanity is fully intact. And in a world that so often tells us to shut down and numb ourselves, that is a truly beautiful and rare thing. If you take only one thought away from this today, let it be this one. Your sensitivity is not your weakness. It has always, always been your strength. So, to wrap it all up, crying easily is not a character flaw. It's a sign of a brain that's wired for deep processing, a heart with a huge capacity for empathy, and a body that instinctively knows how to heal itself. It's a hallmark of authenticity, resilience, and the amazing ability to form genuine human connections. If this has helped you see yourself a little more clearly, please don't forget to subscribe to the Tobi Robot channel. We've got more content just like this to help you understand yourself and the world around you a little better. Thanks so much for watching.